We're on Ocean Boulevard in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We're going to take you on a driving tour today. Hi, I'm Carmen, and if you're new here and you enjoy Myrtle Beach videos and other travel videos, be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you won't miss anything new. So we're starting at the south end of Ocean Boulevard, and we are headed to the north end of Ocean Boulevard, so we're northbound. And at the south side, there are a few high rises, but not as many super high rises, and you're also going to see a lot more condos and smaller houses like these over here. I mean, they're not small, but they're not the massive hotels that you'll see closer to the Boardwalk and even in the north area of Ocean Boulevard. Beautiful day today, gorgeous sunny day. It's nice and warm today. Perfect beach day. There's a good amount of people here right now as well. What's your favorite time to come to Myrtle Beach? Leave us a comment below and let us know. We really love it here year-round. There's pros and cons to every season. Also, if you're coming during a certain season and you're curious about the weather, we do have a playlist that covers the weather for each season. I'll link that in the description below. Give all the details for spring, summer, fall, and winter. But we really do love all the seasons here. And the weather is pretty moderate year-round. Of course, you're going to have chilly days in the winter. You're going to have really hot days in August. But the weather's fairly moderate. You get a lot of just gorgeous, beautiful days. Now we're getting to some larger hotels here. Grand Beach Resort and Grand Atlantic. Blue Water Resort over here, and those are some lower rise condo type resort. And over there we've got a view of the actual ocean, and then there's Ocean Park. What's your favorite resort to stay at on Ocean Boulevard? We have stayed at this Hampton Inn and Suites. It's been many years. We enjoyed that when we did stay there. It was a long time ago. And more recently, we stayed at the Residence Inn. That's also in the south part of Ocean Boulevard, and really enjoyed that. And it's oceanfront, and that was very recent, so I will link that video in the description below. We would definitely recommend it. I will say it's not cheap. I mean, nothing here is cheap, but it's definitely not cheap. But you do get what you pay for. It is a really, really nice resort. We really enjoyed it. In fact, we're planning to stay there again and do another staycation. You can live at Myrtle Beach, you can have a place at Myrtle Beach, but unless it's oceanfront, there's still something to be said for staying oceanfront. It's just different. It's nice walking right out the door and being on the ocean. When you come to Myrtle Beach, do you typically stay oceanfront, or do you stay somewhere else and either drive or walk to the beach? Let us know below in the comments. We've also done some staycations near the Broadway at the Beach area, and that's fun too. It's nice to be able to walk to Broadway at the Beach. We stayed at the Hampton there and the Fairfield there. The Hampton video is already out, and the Fairfield may be by the time this comes out, so I'll link those as well if you're interested in hotel reviews. There's Captain's Quarters. I know a lot of you have said you've stayed there. Seems to be a popular choice. We get a lot of questions asking for hotel reviews, and we can certainly give our opinions on the ones we've stayed in, but we haven't stayed in a lot of hotels, so always check TripAdvisor. That's a good place to look for reviews to get an idea if it's a good resort. And always read the fine print. If you're not staying with a major brand, and what I mean by that is like Marriott, Hampton, the big brands, if you're staying with an independent hotel, definitely read all the details because sometimes their cancellation clauses are really unique, and sometimes like you can't get your money back. For example, if there's a hurricane, you can only get a future credit, that kind of thing. So definitely read the fine print. It's always good to be informed. Here's Family Kingdom. They do shut down briefly in the off season, but it's a pretty short shutdown. So you see their sign, it says "See you in the spring," but it's a pretty quick time that they shut down to do some maintenance. And then that's their water park on the right side of the road, but it has been closed, I think, 2 seasons now, so I'm not sure what's going on with the water park. If you know, let us know in the comments. Ocean's One, wow, that is massive. That's a really tall resort. Harbor. Still got some of these older low-rise hotels or motels. And here is the 2nd Avenue Pier, and that's where the Wicked Tuna restaurant is. I know some of you said you've enjoyed that. We ate there before it was the Wicked Tuna. I forgot what it used to be called. I think it was just the 2nd Avenue Pier restaurant. And it was actually good then, and I've heard it's good as the Wicked Tuna. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And also let us know below when your next trip to Myrtle Beach is. Are you coming soon? The spring, summer, fall? It's definitely been very busy the last few days. We have seen a lot of people here enjoying this nice weather. Bayview Resort. That's interesting. South Bay is Hilton Honors. That's interesting. Sharkies. So now we're getting very close to the main boardwalk area. The boardwalk is actually already started over to my right. And then this place right here, still don't know what's coming here. And this is a primo property. I mean, the ocean is right there and we're right at the boardwalk. It just keeps saying that there's a restaurant for lease, but you know, no construction progress at all. And it's interesting because that's some really nice property. And I know, you know, a lot of businesses have been hurting, but here things seem to be booming again. So, and you're seeing a lot of new construction, like we see some new construction at Broadway at the beach. They've started construction on the Hangout, so lots of stuff getting updated and added. So there is the boardwalk, and here are the volleyball courts that are right here where the old pavilion area used to be, and more of that across the street. And then you start to see the shops and restaurants that are associated with the boardwalk directly, as well as this Ripley's, believe it or not, plus a bunch of Ripley's attractions. There's a Haunted Adventure, there's a Mirror Maze, and a 5D theater. So all those are Ripley's attractions. And then you can start to see the Skywheel. Definitely lots of people and lots of traffic. So right over here on the left is where all the Ripley's attractions are, as well as other gift shops. There's a couple of arcades on the side. We've got the Fun Plaza, and there's a second arcade that's associated with the Gay Dolphin. And the Gay Dolphin is a massive multi-story gift shop. There's lots of other gift shops here too. Gay Dolphin's iconic though. It was here when I was a child, so it's been here a very long time. Lots of people. So there's the gay dolphin right there with that glass. I know the sign is over there, but it's pointing over here. So that's definitely a place to check out if you've never been and you're interested in gift shopping. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it because they've got all kinds of stuff. Skywheel's going right now. That is a fun ride. We have done that, I think 3 times now, or I have. I know I've done it a couple times with Brian, and I think I did it one time with my parents. And it's a fun ride. I have a very old video that I filmed on the Skywheel, and I will try to find it and link it below. Also, you might get a kick out of it because it's, you know, back before I had decent camera and stuff, so it's sort of like a blast from the past. Someday we'll get on that again and we will update that video, but that is a great ride with some great views. Over here you've got some extreme rides. So if you're interested in that, it's not my kind of ride. Might be some of Brian's kind of rides. Brian likes the crazy rides. Uh-oh. Skateboard and dog mishap right down the middle of Ocean Boulevard. Poor dog. Over here is Riptides and the Yachtsman. And just coming up on the left, I'm going to call it the wrong thing again. Every time I go by here, I call it the wrong thing. I think it's Fun Plaza? No, that's not right. Funplex, that's it. I don't know why I can't get the name of this amusement park, but it's a brand new amusement park that just opened in 2021. And so they have some extreme rides, they have some family-friendly rides, they have a restaurant bar. I use the term restaurant loosely because I don't think it's a sit-down restaurant, but you can walk up and get some food. So that's pretty neat. Funplex. There's BurgerFi. There's also a Starbucks over there. And like right down there, that's still the boardwalk. So the boardwalk actually goes for quite a ways. I think it's not quite 2 miles long. So it's a good length to it. People always think of the central area as the boardwalk, but there's more to it than that. It goes for ways in both directions. Roxanne Towers. And there's Atlantica. And this empty lot always interests me. I mean, that is some primo property right there, and it's been vacant for a very long time. I mean, it's also interesting to me that they spend the money to tear things down. Like they tore down that breakers tower to build the Marriott new Springhill Suites and Courtyard. It hasn't opened yet, but will soon, or it could open by the time this video comes out. But I think it's supposed to open in spring of 2022. And so you'd think it'd be cheaper to build on that vacant lot, but I guess it depends on what the price of that vacant lot is. I guess it's all about the pricing. So here we are coming up on that new Marriott building I just mentioned, and it's really coming along. I mean, you can still see some scaffolding on the outside, but it's that building right there that's got some blue on it and the scaffolding on the outside. But they is really tall, and they're getting close. That'll be really neat when that opens. I don't know if we'll be able to afford it, but if we can, hopefully we can do a staycation there and see what that's like. We tend to like Marriott resorts, not always, but most of them we like. And that is another tip. I mean, I'm not saying don't go to see the privately owned hotels, but that's one reason we tend to stick to the large name hotels, because they have consistent policies when it comes to cancellation, and they're clear and easy to see, easy to understand. There's the boardwalk. So now we are to the north end. I mean, not all the way to the end, but we are getting to what's referred to as the north part of Ocean Boulevard and Myrtle Beach. And as you notice, those bikers, they do have bike lanes on Ocean Boulevard, and they also do rent bikes in Myrtle Beach. There's several places that rent bicycles, so if you don't want to bring your own, you can rent bikes. And when we stayed at that Marriott Residence Inn, they had free bikes you could use while you stayed there if you were a guest, which was really neat. So some of these, I'm sure some of these other resorts have the same thing, which would be a lot of fun. There's the Lost Mine mini golf, or miniature golf is sometimes called, and also sometimes called putt-putt. I didn't realize that one day I titled a video, I think, putt-putt, and people were like, what's putt-putt? So apparently not everyone calls it that, but it's either mini golf, miniature golf, or putt-putt. Here's the Strand, that is huge. Patricia Grand. When you watch these Ocean Boulevard videos, what makes you like to watch them? I'm just curious, what do you like? See, you like seeing the hotels that you've stayed at, or look for new places to stay, or just like seeing what's going on in Myrtle Beach on Ocean Boulevard? Leave us a comment and let us know. Pretty flowers there in front of the Caribbean. Coming up here on the right is the Sea Captain's House, which is a very popular oceanfront restaurant. We've eaten there, it's been many years. I think they've actually changed the chef since the last time we ate there, but they also have a bar that is oceanfront as well that's outside. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now and click subscribe so you won't miss anything new. Thanks so much for watching. Until our next adventure.